Quote, it may be that from time to time we find ourselves unable to get down to the gym in order to take a workout. This has happened to me on several occasions in the past, many times when I have had to take part in shows several thousands of miles away from home. I have not known whether or not I would find a gymnasium in the town, and being desirous of maintaining top condition, I have made it a practice to take along a chest expander. Unquote. This is from the Reg Park Journal, January 1945, in his article, The Importance of Cable Training. This is as true today as it was 71 years ago. I mean, 'tis the season after all, and pretty soon, thousands upon thousands of people are going to head to your local gym after the holidays and register for memberships. That means for you, no bench, no cables, no lat pull-down attachments, waiting 30 minutes upon 30 minutes of gym equipment. And if it's not any of that, you can count on traffic, illness, or family time taking up all your gym time. It's a busy time of year for all of us, and that's properly understood. The York Barbell founder and American weightlifting coach from years 1936 to 1968, Bob Hoffman, knew about these problems and had a solution. Quote, the chest expanders are invaluable for the man who is unable to use weights at home, owing perhaps to a limited space, the fact that he lives in a furnished room or apartment, where others would be bothered by even the slight sound of weight training. Unquote. Big Arms, How to Develop Them, 1939, Chapter 14. Like Mr. Universe, Reg Park said, you can maintain top condition, and all you need is this. But first, none of this would be possible without Yudong. They are the top chest expander manufacturer in the world today, and they have two models out right now. They have two models out currently, one being 7 springs at 10 kilograms apiece, making it 70 kilogram tensile strength at the ends. Their 2025 model has 7 springs with 20 kilogram tensile strength at the end, making it a whopping 140 kilograms of strength. I recommend for this challenge to go ahead and grab the 70 kilogram, as it's plenty, as you see here. I'm struggling with that. They come in gray, gold, silver, or black. And thank you again for Yudong, and use code TREY at checkout for 5% off all their products. Join us for the 30-day challenge. So why a chest expander? Why not get adjustable dumbbells or just stick to your calisthenics routine? I have 3 reasons for that. Number 1 is going to be versatility and convenience. No other apparatus allows you to hit all of your upper body muscles in over 90 different exercises. And that's just some that are cataloged. There could be over 100 exercises you could use with the chest expander to hit all the upper body muscles. Rhomboids, traps, lats, all the heads of the delts, biceps, triceps, forearms. All of these muscles get pounded heavily with chest expander work. They're convenient because the Yudong chest expander is only 5 pounds and stretches out at only 30 inches. So you're able to fold this and take it with you anywhere if you're traveling. And also it's very apartment friendly. And unlike calisthenics, every single beginner, fitness enthusiast, weight trainer can use one of these for any motion, any movement, any isolation, anywhere, anytime with ease. Number 2 being affordability. Chest expander is not as expensive as buying barbells, weights, adjustable dumbbells, all the bench equipment you need. Takes up a lot less space, just like I mentioned earlier. Number 3 is chest expander training is less taxing on the body. There's no axial load. The device weighs 5 pounds, but the 5 pounds can turn into 150 pounds of resistance on the target muscle. And it's a lot safer than having to drop 150 pounds on you or having that happen in the environment around you. So the chest expander work can be done by anyone. Even my grandma could have held it, okay? Anyone can start with it. It's nice, affordable, convenient. This is great for those of us who are less strong and unable to even hold a 45-pound barbell, let alone put weights to it. So it's great for those who are recovering from an injury or an illness, who need to get back into weight training without a ton of axial resistance. Now onto the routine. This routine should be done 3 times a week with 1 day off in between. Now you might be thinking, Trey, what about your pec muscles? What about your ab muscles? And what about your leg muscles? So I am still going to recommend you train full body while you do this challenge. So on your off days or in between the chest expander days, you're still going to want to do push-ups, crunches, and body weight leg calisthenic stuff at home. And I'm still going to be doing that personally. I may even throw in Chest Crusher by Robert Baraband to train my chest still. It's still a spring-loaded device. And heading into the workout, you're probably thinking, how many springs am I going to use for all of my workouts or exercises? So a good rule of thumb is to use as many springs as you need to complete the amount of sets and reps you need to do for that workout. The goal is to get completion done. So if there's 3 sets of 15 on the program, you want to complete the 3 sets of 15 on the program. We're going to progress by terms of RPE, rate of perceived exertion. So if you get done with your 3 sets of 15, and on the 3rd set, 15 was easy, like you could feel like you could do 5 more, that's when we can add a spring, okay? So the 3 sets of 15 is where we're all starting. Now, you may notice when you add another spring to this device, you may not get the next 15. So on that workout, bring your numbers down to 8 to 10. If you do 3 sets of 15 on any of these movements, you should be able to add a spring and still be able to get 5, 6, 7, or 8 of them. And that's okay. We still want to aim for completion, but if you don't get to 15, it's a-okay. If you can't complete reps on this challenge, that would mean it's a partial rep. And there's times and places for partial reps, and that time for me was back in October. I do have a full video of me documenting my 30-day experience with partials. And this routine absolutely does not require any other piece of equipment, just your chest expander. Now let's get in the workout. Exercise number 1. Bicep curl. Who doesn't want to start with arms to get some big, juicy arms? So make sure you are stepping completely on the handle when you're doing these. Extend all the way down and flex all the way up. And here's an example of what I mean. So you don't want to step on the handle. You want to step on the entire device. And for springs, I like to put the springs at the very ends for the bicep moves. That way it allows you to put your entire foot into the whole device, not just the handle there. Next exercise is reverse curl. So just reverse your hand placement. Exercise 1 and 2 is for the biceps. Exercise number 3 is going to be the sideways extension, one of my favorites for tricep development. So our goal here is to keep our upper arm, your humerus, straight and parallel to the ground. Then you're going to just move your forearms and elbows to extend the chest expander. Done this behind the body. It's an amazing feeling tricep exercise. Just keep stationary and keep extending. Exercise number 4 is going to be single arm behind the neck, behind the body extensions. Very important to keep the lower arm anchored down and straight. This actually produces an isometric contraction in the other tricep. So while the moving arm is doing a heck of a lot of work, the arm that's stationary is also doing a heck of a lot of work. And then you're going to switch sides. And in this workout, we're doing each arm right after the other arm. So no rest other than switching exercises. But if we're doing single arm movements, we're doing them right after another. This keeps the pace going. This keeps the burn going. This makes the economy of using a lot of resistance a bit better. You can get more out of less resistance training this way. This is how the chest expander is meant to be trained. We have now exercise number 5, the back press. The back press, a favorite among old-time legends. Here's what champion Olympic weightlifter Steve Stanko said about the back press in June 1965 Strength and Health magazine. Quote, This one exercise will add an inch or more to the depth of the deltoids and will add inches to the arm, mainly by developing the triceps. It will add to the width of the back through developing the latissimus, which, although not directly involved, is benefiting and developed, unquote. It should be noted that Steve Stanko won the Mr. America in 1944 and Mr. Universe in 1947. If you have any doubt that his muscle were only for show, he was the first man to total over 1,000 pounds in Olympic lifts, which were the snatch, clean jerk, and the clean and press. Even the strongest of the strong knew the benefits of training with the chest expander. Exercise 6 is your standard horizontal pull apart like you see here. My goal is to keep my hands and palms lower than my shoulders. Exercise 7 is going to be the vertical pull apart. And there's two ways you can do this. You can do this in front of your body like you see here, and with your hands and palms facing each other. Or you can do this with knuckles in and do them behind the body or in front of the body. So there's really 4 ways you can mess around with the vertical pull apart coming down your body here. So you can make it touch your chest, you can make it touch the back of your head, whatever is the best way. You can do this with your current mobility and your current shoulder health. There's no wrong answer. So all you're going to do is pull down like you see there and extend right there. All right, exercise number 8 is going to be the one arm shoulder press. Just make sure you have your bottom hand secured and anchored, maintaining the structure of the straight arm down there as you press completely overhead with the opposite arm. This works every head of the deltoid and keeps constant tension in your upper back, traps, and even on the other arm, your lats. So full body, upper body movement is this press. A lot of people can get a lot of good weight on this press. So you'll switch sides by bringing the opposite arm down and you press with the other side. This will be one you can try to do a little bit more resistance on, as I like to do heavier style pressing, but chest expander work does reward the reps. So if you get your reps in, you will get stronger, even though you're doing more of a compound movement here. Reps, reps, and more reps. It's the name of the game with expander training. It will benefit you and you will like it. Here we have a standard lateral raise. Now you could step on one of them like you saw in the bicep videos. But to me, and it's happened to me, where if I stepped on it and did a lateral raise, it was too far and I was able to completely warp and stretch a string too far. So now, with that knowledge, I just keep it anchored to my hip and extend from there. And anytime you anchor one of these movements with your other hand, that hand gets a heck of a lot of work done too. The isometric contraction, on the other hand, matters. And that concludes the exercises we're going to do. 9 exercises, complete total upper body. And we're going to do this for 30 days. This is going to be 12 chest expander workouts. And in between, remember to do your push-ups, crunches, and legs if you decide to do that and if you so choose. I'm still going to be doing all that, but 99% of this work is going to be chest expander work. I'm going to be doing measurements of my chest and arms. I recommend you guys doing the same if you're joining me in this challenge, and share all of your experiences, your improvements, and your progress with me. I look at all that stuff. And also, I am going to put this workout in the description box below. That way you can see all of it. That way you have total transparency on the workout and what we're doing. If you have any questions, like, subscribe, follow, tell me. I read all of that stuff again. Let me know. Let's get this challenge going.